love to say welcome back to Cooking with Culver, but this is our first episode. So, if you want to learn how to cook a lot of good foods, I want to upload 3 recipes a day, at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so you guys can live a little bit healthy. But the first recipe we're going to have is a lot less on the healthier side. Why? Because American breakfast is never healthy. We have the bacon, egg, and cheese toast Sammy, aka the mini heart attack. What is the bacon, egg, and cheese French toast Sammy? It has to be French toast with syrup, bacon, egg, and cheese. Now I have some suggestions on how to keep this recipe a lot healthier as we go along. Let's get into this, guys. So you're going to have some bacon out. I suggest highly to use beef bacon. But if you can't find beef bacon, you can't get a hold of beef bacon, you can sub corned beef. And if you don't have it in your budget and you have to go with turkey bacon, always make sure you have a healthy oil like olive oil or avocado oil so you can cook the turkey bacon in more fat to make it a lot more crispy. And then you're going to make French toast. French toast, you're going to have to add some cinnamon, some vanilla, to some eggs, mix it around, maybe a little bit of milk if you want to make it a bit fluffier. If you don't want it fluffy and you want it a bit flat but condensed in taste, don't put no milk in there. You can put water or you could just use the egg. Top it off with syrup. Ooh,
hey everyone, it's
so
me, Cooking with
yummy.
Anto. So what you're going to need for this heart attack is some bacon, eggs, cheese, bread, syrup, and some cinnamon too. The first step is you're going to fry these bad bitches up in there.
You need vanilla. You're going to need vanilla if you're going to make French toast. You can make French toast without vanilla, but I highly suggest having vanilla. I want to teach you how to cook the bacon. I told you my bacon recipe, but I'm not a pork eater, so we'll let the pork eater decide.
Fat until it's nice and crispy.
You.
If you're someone who eats jiggly wiggly bacon, we can't be friends. Maybe I'd say hi to be nice, but that's where it ends. Bacon's supposed to be cooked into a nice crisp, all right? I don't think so. No other way. So scramble some eggs while that bacon's cooking because you're going to use those eggs for your sandwich as well as your French toast. Dip the bread in there.
Oh, you're going to use the same eggs from your French toast to cook the eggs that's going on your sandwich. That's definitely going to be yummy. Cinnamon and vanilla eggs. Ooh, yeah, this is a mini heart attack.
Get it all nice and soaked up and cover it with some cinnamon. Do a better job than me. A 3-year-old blindfolded could have covered the bread better, but whatever, I'm not starting over.
No, that's why I tend to put the cinnamon and the vanilla directly into the eggs. So when you add the cinnamon and the vanilla directly into the eggs, it gives you some nice covering. But you want to do the sprinkle. Sometimes it's nicer to go a bit lighter, but if you're making a mini heart attack, what's the point of that?
Put it on the buttered skillet, cinnamon side down, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put more cinnamon on the top here.
Okay.
So when you flip them, they're all ready to go. Look, I did a better job because I was embarrassed from my earlier attempt at covering bread. So make some space for your eggs with more butter on the skillet. Why skimp now? All right, put your scrambled eggs there and just let them set. Make sure this is on a medium low because
you can also use any type of cooking oil because butter is getting a bit expensive, and a little dab of olive oil is all you'll need to cook these eggs up. And you can also put heavy creamer directly into the pan, one of the main ingredients in butter if you're on a richer end. And you don't even have to use the butter. You can use straight heavy cream and it will make butter in the pan.
Because obviously you don't want to burn your French toast in your eggs. That's gross. No one's going to eat your breakfast if you make that mistake. Leave your French toast the way they are until your eggs are more set, okay? So once they become ready to be flipped, you do that, and then you cover it with some American cheese.
I prefer to fold my eggs while I'm cooking. I see that she has a rubber food turner. I kind of don't suggest to use rubber in the kitchen, but you know, economy so bad, you're going to have to do what you do. But when I make the eggs onto a plate, I put them down, and I'll keep folding them in so it evenly cooks. I don't stop folding them until the eggs are evenly cooked. Halfway through, when you got a wet side and the other side is mostly dry, you flip it over, and you got to have your cheese ready to throw on top right when you flip it over. If for some reason the cheese isn't melting, you can use a cooking lid, apply a little bit of water, or if, why not, you can put a little bit of vanilla, or you can put a little bit of milk in there, get that steam bubbling, then that cheese will melt on them eggs, and the eggs will finish cooking in seconds. That's a pro chef tip.
Whatever cheese you want to use, whatever you have on hand. I tended to flip them, but I had to edit it and do it with 2 hands because obviously I can't multitask. Here we go with the eggs and cheese.
That's why you gotta invest in a tripod. When I start doing my cooking channel, I need to get a new tripod. My old tripod is broken.
I'm building the sandwich now, so what you're going to do is you're going to also start adding the bacon that you fried up.
Real yummy.
And a disclaimer here, if you end up having a heart attack.
The bacon is making me feel like the bacon's messing me over. That pork bacon, I can smell it through the screen. I don't know what. But you know, if you like bacon, you like pork, that's your own prerogative. But I really suggest getting the beef bacon. And if not having the beef bacon, get like a slice or 2 of corned beef and throw that on top. And if beef is out your budget, turkey bacon is always a cheaper option. It's cheaper than the pork bacon. You gotta add a little bit of oil to there. Try to keep the oil healthy. Maybe even some butter.
Attack from the sandwich, that's not my fault. Make better food choices. Don't follow in my direction, okay? Because I was eating things like this when I was pregs. So I just wanted to make a video on this. Here
you can tell she's from North Jersey. Is she from West New York?
we go. Sandwich is built. It's looking real good. And you want to get your French toast crispy on both sides. You're going to flatten it up a little bit so everything gets all mushed together. I can't even think of a better word. Look at me. I flipped it one hand now. Watch. Bam.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good. I didn't even have to press pause on my camera. So the sandwich is done. Really. That's it. It's that simple. It took me less than 5 minutes. So we're going to add.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a less than 5 minute recipe. And that's why I'm making this the first recipe so you guys can get to eating breakfast quick. And I'm going to have these videos up by 7 a.m. every morning. This looks lovely, guys. This looks lovely. And we're going to see how she drizzles it. If she drizzles it just right, she's a chef. But I see no syrup hitting the plate yet. You want to have that syrup going around the plate.
More unhealthy shit to this by slathering it in some syrup. Why stop?
That is not how you do it. You just drizzle across, drizzle the other way. And then as you have the French toast sandwich on the plate, you can use the syrup from the plate to absorb into the bottom half and make it so healthy. But while you're at it, why didn't you add a little bit of syrup in between?
Now, right? I mean, this will probably put you right over the edge. Cholesterol will be so high you can taste it.
Ooh.
And that's it. Great breakfast sandwich. Quick.
But if you was to use the beef bacon and you use healthy oils, Yeah, the cholesterol won't be that bad of an issue. You start getting the cholesterol dealing with a lot of fatty meats, and corned beef don't got a lot of
And
fat.
easy to make. Look at how delicious that looks. I mean, obviously, when you look at that, you're already thinking, oh my goodness, this.
Only 3 minutes into the video, she's already done, and I guarantee you can cook this in less than 5 minutes. So, just a recap. To make this French toast, egg, and cheese, and bacon sandwich, you will need at least 3 eggs, 2 pieces of your favorite bread, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon. You add the vanilla and cinnamon into the eggs. You whip that up real good. If you don't have a whisk, you're going to have to use a fork. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it like you're in the movie Snowfall. And then you whip it all up, drop your eggs in there, and drop your bread in there. Throw your bread onto the skillet. In another pan, have your bacon ready to start cooking. Add a little bit of oil into there if you're using turkey bacon. Even if you're using beef bacon, sometimes you add a little bit of oil in there to get it to crisp up just fine. Nice and crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. So while you're doing that, throw the eggs on the pan because the eggs is going to cook up the quickest. Keep folding your eggs, folding your eggs, folding your eggs. When you see your eggs are about halfway done, flip your bacon and flip your toast. Then you keep folding up the eggs. As the eggs end up almost completing, you end up taking your eggs, pop them on your sandwich, right in between. Make sure the bread's close together so nothing goes off. And at this point, to be honest, you can put the cheese directly on the toast after you flip it, so you have cheese coverage on both sides. Put the eggs on there, throw the bacon on, and then you put a little bit of maple syrup. Make sure you have real maple syrup. We're in the simple ingredients over here. We're cooking with Cobra. Throw that maple syrup all in the middle. Flip it in. Then you take that with your food turner. It's not a spatula. Your food turner, and you put it on your presentation plate. And then you drizzle in zigzags. Drizzle in zigzags. Go across from one corner to the next corner, and then go from the other corner to the next corner if you want that extra syrup experience. Yes, this will barely be healthier than what you're seeing right now, but I try to keep it a little bit more healthy with my recipes. I appreciate you guys coming down for Cooking with Cobra. Who would have known that I would start a chef YouTube channel, even though I hate my job because I see so much food on a daily basis, I don't even like to look at it no more. But I'm not trying to have a lunch video up by noon, and I want to have a dinner video up by dinner, probably about 5 p.m. So if you guys like this, set your clocks to Eastern Standard Time and join Cooking with Cobra at 7, 12, and 5 p.m. Have a blessed day, guys, and until next time, don't be hungry.